We're doing a budget deck tech for Super Shredder before he even releases. For any of y'all who live under a rock and haven't seen it, TMNT is having their own Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond set coming out sometime early 26. Some of the cards actually look really cool, and I ain't gonna lie, I already built one. So let's get ready to the deck tech. Super Shredder, 1 in a black. We get a Menace 1/1 that says, whenever a permanent leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Super Shredder. I decided to make something interesting with it. You see, that triggers on any permanent leaving the battlefield. All that matters is that a permanent leaves the battlefield. Doesn't matter if it goes to exile or the graveyard, this motherfucker gets thick. You see, I can only make him go so fast mox fielding it by myself. If I played it against somebody else, though, I guarantee it'll absolutely go batshit crazy, because people always have sack lands, people always have, you know, artifacts that go to the graveyard, people always have treasures somewhere in their deck. There's always a good chance that one player will be playing something that you'll be sacrificing and feeding Super Shredder, so that's ideally what we want. In case that doesn't happen, we do have Marching Duodrone, you know, which will allow us to give treasures to our opponents so they can sacrifice them and allow us to put counters on our commander. Don't like to talk about the mana bases too much when I do these deck techs, because I always make them budget and always make them very simple. Made a very budget sack land base. Now, what I mean by that is I have a bunch of lands in here that sacrifice and 2-drop for land. So you could technically do landfall with him and it'll actually work really well. But ideally what we're doing is we're just sacrificing a bunch of lands, 2-drop swamps, and get them into play, and that's going to trigger our commander. Here's some notable cards really quick. Spider-Man Noir from the Spider-Man set, actually really good. Another fun card to put in, or really any of these cards, are Eldrazi. Yeah, that's right. You could make him an Eldrazi commander. Oops, all Eldrazi. Oh gosh, wow. You could do that actually, and you know, Annihilate's going to trigger his ability. Dante Night Minister is really good. He's basically going to make it so everyone wants to attack each other, get treasure tokens, put a few unblockable effects in the deck because we want him to be able to get huge and then just swing out, not having to worry about anyone blocking him. Rite of Consumption is also in the deck. That's going to be really good. Put our boy Drivnod in here, because if anyone else sacrifices things, or we sacrifice a few creatures, which we have a few sack strats, Drivnod will double our commander's trigger. The deck is on a budget, so I wasn't able to put in Revel in Riches as a win con. I decided to put a combo in, and obviously a smack face. For the combo, I have Viscera Seer, Future Goblin, and Thrawn Vigil. This is a very inexpensive combo, guys. Like I said, if I'm putting combos in a deck, it's going to be on a budget. Pair it with a few of these, even Blood Artist is in the deck. That's just the game over at that point. Clackbridge Troll is definitely one of my favorites. King Makar is really good. He gets tapped, he gets rid of something off the board, which will trigger a commander and give you a gold token, which will also trigger a commander when we sacrifice it. We're going to ramp a crap ton. We're going to sack a bunch of lands to trigger a commander, and we're also going to make a crap ton of treasures, baby. I hope you like the idea of Super Shredder being a weird land-based commander that also just triggers a bunch of shit whenever anyone does anything. I think he's going to be actually hella strong. I really think he's going to be underrated. If you like this deck, let me know. Leave a like, comment, follow it. The link will be in the comments below. You know, take a peek. Let me know what you think of the deck. Tell me what you would do differently. We got another 3-minute deck tech coming tomorrow. I'm planning on which one it should be, but I have a friend here that requested we do a Cranko, so I absolutely will do a Cranko. A mob boss. Goblins on a budget, baby. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one, motherfuckers.